So I find this fascinating, that, like, I didn't know a lot of your Toronto history.
Yeah.
And that's really nice that Monty let you train out of his club. And then, so Leo Lokes came to you, like he found you?
Somebody told him to come to me.
Okay.
So
And then so you guys connected, and he would come up from London.
He'd come
and
to
he would
London.
come up sometimes with Bernardo,
yeah,
and they'd come to Ron's club,
Yeah.
the Scarlet Dragon in Kitchener, and then you would come there, but then eventually you just moved to Kitchener.
yeah, I just moved because it was too much.
Right.
I had by this time I'd collected so many people to work with
Yeah.
that it's just too much.
Yeah.
Like drive there and drive home, drive there and drive home. And a lot of times I didn't even go home. I just slept at somebody's place, on a couch, like I was couch surfing,
Right.
you know.
Like, talk about dedication to the fight game, eh?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
But I was fortunate because I was one of the first guys.
Yes.
And I was fortunate I had some good friends like Mick and Martin McNamara.
Yeah.
I think I'm the only guy outside of them that ever taught at their club. I didn't teach their students, but had a place to come. Like Monty, he let me come on Eglinton Avenue. Like I had places to go in Hamilton. Like it's just crazy the number of places I went. You know, people say, "Oh, come, you can train here." Like right now, I train in Waterdown. The guy just gave me a key, and every Sunday we go
In
home.
Waterdown?
Yeah,
Where's Waterdown?
It's Highway 5 there.
Oh.
Just past 6.
Oh, I know. Okay.
Waterdown.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it a karate school?
it's well, it was, but now they teach MMA like jiu-jitsu.
Of course they do.
So
Everybody does.
every Sunday, I go there, and I've done it for years. The guy just gave me a key,
That's awesome.
It's awesome.
open the door, go in.
That's awesome. I love the trust. It's awesome.
And you just hit a heavy bag, or what do you do?
Oh, we do a lot of different things. We do
yeah?
focus pads.
But you're training kickboxing.
Yeah.
Okay. I see.
So I have the same person who I had 19 years ago still training with me.
Really?
And it was the idea when he quit, I was going to quit. He said no.
He hasn't quit.
Quit.
And then everybody wants to give me more people, and I'm not into training more people because
Right.
it's a lot of work.
It is.
You know, it's not like you go. Somebody says, "How long are your classes?" And I says, "They end when they end.
Hell yeah.
It's not like it's an hour and that's it."
God, that's a good answer.
Yeah, man.
You know, that's what they told me for years, and that's what I believed. But I was fortunate right from the beginning. I had people all along the way that I learned a lot from. Maybe not about kickboxing, about how people succeed. Like Vint Cacciazola taught me something. The young lady, Lynn, she taught me about grinding. She said, "This is how you get ahead." And when she was in high school, she told me she did well because she worked at it. And she told me there were smarter people. So you take that idea that
Hell yeah, man.
there's a grinder, and there's another kid that's pretty good, you know. And then you take Kenny Clark, who was, I love to say this about him, maybe I shouldn't, but he was a bully. He was a bully. He used to work in a bar, and he used to tell me all the things that happened. I look at him and go, can't do those things. But, you know, so that was the three people that basically influenced me most of all.
It's nice to hear.
You know,
Wow.
I always like to remember my friends along the way. You know, like Ron. Ron was a great manager.
Yeah, he was.
You know, did a lot of things. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, he was a bit of a pioneer
yeah.
in the kickboxing world.
Well, thank God for him, and because through him he made a lot of connections. So that gave us a lot of places to fight.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
because to fight in Ontario was very difficult.
I
Very
remember.
difficult. And then you have to travel so far. Like you go to Montreal, or you go to New York City, or you go to Wisconsin, or you go to Detroit. We fought quite a bit in Detroit.
Yeah, we did. In Rochester, Michigan.
Yeah, Rochester, with Kerry
with
Root.
Kerry Roop.
Yeah. So that was the way it worked for most of us.
Yeah.
You know. But I enjoyed every moment of it. There was days where I wanted to kill people, but they still talk about it, telling me I'm a
I
mean
think
guy.
I saw you those days.
They tell me I'm mean, and I say, no, I wasn't mean. You know, it's like this. I always said, I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you have to hear. And I'm not always right. But,
But Jim, you usually were.
well, you know, the most important thing is never go anywhere to lose. That's all you got to remember. If you think you're going to lose, don't bother going. It's a long ride.
Yeah. I guess, yeah.
I can remember one time going to New York City. There was we had 5 gentlemen fighting. 4 of them won and 1 lost. It was the quietest ride home from New York City I ever spent in a car.
Oh, man.
Nobody said anything.
I bet. That's weird, eh?
Yeah, because here's 4
Four
guys
winners
win
there.
and 1 guy doesn't. Nobody's just quiet.
That's crazy.
And I didn't believe it. Nobody talked. Just sat there like,
Do you remember,
Still-
do you remember who those guys were?
no, not offhand, because there was a lot of.
I didn't want to embarrass him.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people.
You have a lot of people come and go.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Especially in this world.
I remember going to a fight once where we fought at night, and then the next day we all fought in a tournament. And I was kickboxing, and my trainer in the corner, Dr. Jimmy Fields, decided that my hair was too long and was in my eyes, and I was sweating. And then when I sat down on the chair, Jimmy took his surgical scissors and decided to cut my bangs. And and then the next day, my hair is dry, and my hair. Oh, I should put this picture up. My hair went on an arc like this. Yeah, thanks, Jim. Yeah. Have you ever cut anybody else's hair in
No.
in the ring?
No, it never had to. That wasn't good for you.
No, it's funny.
Yeah, no, it did a lot of things. Did a lot of things that weren't really bright, you know,
Okay,
because it was trial by error.
sure.
So you're trying to learn as you go, and there's no one to show you.
Yeah, but when you're pioneering in a sport,
Yeah.
absolutely, trial and error.
I remember one time I wrote this gentleman named Ralph Citro. He's a cut man for in boxing, pretty well famous. And I wrote him thinking, oh, he might tell me what to do. No, not in the world. They're not going to tell you their trade secrets because you might take their job.
Right. That makes sense. It's like in any industry.
How I found out through my doctor who knew Dr. Greenberg, who did Clyde Gray and George Chaballo. They used him as a cut man. That's how I found out a little about
Oh, cool.
the remedies they used,
Right on.
you know.
I remember George used to come to our fights.
Yeah.
He used to come and sit beside me at ringside at the kickboxing. And then Clyde Gray, Clyde was pretty good with kickboxing. He was all right, allowing
Good
it.
boxer. Good boxer.
Oh,
Very
a great
good
boxer.
Yeah. Very
But when he
good boxer.
became the Ontario athletic commissioner,
Yeah.
he allowed us to kickbox.
Yeah.
It's when Ken Ayashi came in and it changed all.
Well, Ken had to go by a
Yeah.
book. It's
Yeah.
like he's doing a job, you know. It's like anything else you do. If this is what they want you to do, this is what you do. It's like me. You know, when I think about when they banned kickboxing,
Right.
now
They
the
put
minister-
they put a 3-month moratorium on it,
Oh yeah,
which lasted 3 years.
yeah. You know, and then you look at all the doctors like Hudson, like Swartz, like Bruce Kidd, Kenny. None of them were kickboxers. You know, and Robert Algie, who was the minister.
Right.
You know, it was all political.
Yeah, they claimed that we could kick 100 times more powerful than we could punch. And we proved scientifically that if that were true, you'd literally be kicking the heads off the human body.
I was told that a kick at a 90-degree angle and a punch at a 90-degree angle is the same amount of force. It sounds crazy. One is slower with greater weight.
Right.
One is quicker with less weight.
Ah. Yeah, yeah.
So what they lacked in mass, they gained up in speed,
Right.
and the reverse the other way.
Right.
So
But I always contended, why would I want to throw my foot 6 feet high when I can just punch straight through.
Got to kick them in the leg or the waist.
Yeah, totally.
Not everybody can kick to the head that well.
Yeah. So what do you? Well, that's the truth. Which is interesting because I just recently watched the original 1974
4?
with Jeff Smith and Wally Slokey.
And Isaiah Duenas was the
And
middleweight
Isaac-
champion.
yeah,
Bill Wallace was the middleweight champion.
Yep. And Jeff Smith
was the light heavyweight.
and Joe Louis.
Joe Louis was the heavyweight.
Absolutely.
Most people wouldn't know that.
What's the original 1974?
That's when the PKA
that-
got started.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it Mike Anderson?
No,
And then Don and
Don
Judy
Quine.
Quine.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. That was when the PKA first started.
yeah.
Okay.
But I'm going to just say it. They were horrible.
Well, the rules weren't established.
Yeah. Just their, martial arts karate technique was fine. Let's get real. But when you're fighting with someone else, just they were very sloppy. They really back then.
Yeah, but
And it evolved.
the difference is they didn't learn to coordinate their hands and feet together
Right.
because either one guy was a kicker or one guy was a puncher.
Right.
When they punched, they didn't punch multiple times. They punched 1-2 punches.
Yeah.
Where today's generation, they can box well, they can kick well.
Yes.
And I'll tell you the truth, I think a lot more of them are athletic.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a younger group starting at a younger age, developing quicker. They have access to such information. The only difference is you can be overwhelmed with that information because you end up trying too many things. You've got to have a plan.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You got to have a plan. There's some things, and what you can do is, as you're training, you can have one method, and then all of a sudden the training becomes a little routine and boring. Take one thing out and put something else in to make it sound like it was different.
Right.
So you're always trying to fool them, or at least I was. So it makes it interesting.